Hey, social media marketers. I think it's about time we talk about how the TikTok ban bill is actually dumb as rocks. Welcome to the Marketing Right Side Up. But before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm a Chief Marketing Officer leading a marketing team of a marketing tool for marketers, and my name's Mark. I have 15 years of experience in marketing, mainly social media marketing, and currently my bread and butter is B2B SaaS marketing. The company that I mentioned before that I work for is named Contentino, and it's a social media management tool for scheduling and approving all your social media needs. So if you're interested in finding out more, go down in the description below and check out our 14-day free trial. Right, so with the credentials out of the way, let's talk about why you probably clicked on this video anyways, and that's why I think the TikTok ban bill is actually dumb as rocks. There are two main reasons for this, and they are quite substantial. The first one being that the whole bill is very rushed, while there is a lot of substance talking about how TikTok is actually dangerous for the young people, the entire world, or how it potentially could be an espionage tool for a foreign adversary. The whole bill is very rushed. It did pass the Congress vote and now is on to the Senate for it to be voted. Then if it's voted for, it will be passed to the President of the United States so it can be signed and become an actual law. But the whole process is very rushed. Some of the senators already spoken and expressed their unwill to sign it in the Senate because of the hasted nature. Before there's such Congress vote, there needs to be a behind closed door security briefing talking about the dangers of an actual threat that will be voted against in the Congress. But according to many sources, this briefing did not take place. Second main point why I think it's dumb is that it specifically mentions Biden's and TikTok. While, yes, the entire bill is written as it's against any social media controlled by a foreign adversary or basically any service controlled by a foreign adversary, it does specifically mention Biden's and TikTok in the first place. The controlled by foreign adversary service is a second option in that bill. And this part could be actually against the US Constitution because it names a specific company and a specific application. And yes, while it talks about a foreign controlled adversary or whatever, it potentially could mean also that this bill will take effect on Kakao Talk or WeChat. But it specifically mentions ByteDance and TikTok. What this could actually mean is that ByteDance could divest TikTok, which is basically the focus of the bill, but not towards a US entity, but towards Taiwanese or Hong Kong entity, and create a separate new company that will not be a subsidiary of ByteDance, but a specific company with 100% ownership of ByteDance, and move all the rights and ownerships of Lemonade, a very successful ByteDance application that's somewhat of a clone of TikTok, towards that company. Name it not a social media, but rather like the next internet or whatever. Make it a direct competitor to WeChat, that's basically the next internet. And add some services like business reviews on similar part as TripAdvisor or Google Maps has. And therefore, it will not be a ByteDance subsidiary, it will not be a TikTok, and it will not be a social media controlled by a foreign adversary. Therefore, it will make the bill or the law obsolete potentially day one. This is highly theoretical, right? And potentially it could be somewhat attacked by the US lawmakers or lawyers. But as I'm looking at it right now, this could potentially be the scenario that they will go towards, because neither Taiwan or Hong Kong are seen as foreign adversaries. They are basically allies at this point. And ByteDance will, just like this, avoid the law and avoid the bill. And why do I mention Lemonade? Because it's basically based and built on the same principles as TikTok. They could potentially take all the user base and all the content of TikTok, push it towards Lemonade, and just let the users know that, hey, in 6 months, this TikTok app will be unusable for you. Go and download Lemonade, which is not a social media at all. And all your accounts and content will be already there waiting for you. So your user experience will be basically the same, just under a different application. And why not, right? Meta basically did the same thing with Threads and Instagram. They pushed the Instagram account towards the threads. You are logging into threads with an Instagram account, and it's basically the same thing. To be fair, you don't have all your content in threads that you had in Instagram. But why not make it? Sure, it will piss off the European Union and potentially US as well, but that's another fight that Bidens will have to fight and a bridge to cross when they get there. First of all, they need to get past this current TikTok ban bill. And with this, I don't see why they wouldn't do it like this. So yeah, those are my 2 cents why I think the current TikTok ban bill is actually dumb as rocks. And I don't believe that it will pass the Senate vote and become a law. Or if it will, it could be theoretically made obsolete day one when it comes to action. But what do you think? Am I inherently wrong? Did I miss anything? Do you know something that I don't know? Do you have some insider info that could potentially broad up this topic? Please go down below the video into the discussion and let me know. I'll be very interested in finding out more. And if you're interested in the bill itself, I will link it in the description below the video as well. It's called HR 7521, and you can read it for yourself. Also, if you're interested in working with me, the contacts will be in the description as well. And if you're interested in more videos like this, please, for me, like and subscribe. It will help me tremendously navigate future content that I could potentially make for you. That will be all. I hope you found this little rambling insightful or interesting, and I hope to see you in the next one.